What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be looking at all the opportunities that are coming with not only Bitcoin but with altcoin season as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned all the way until the end of the video because we are going to be packing it full of information talking about Bitcoin, Chainlink, altcoin seasons, and everything that comes with that. So without further ado, let's jump in with some Bitcoin technical analysis. Starting off in the weekly time frame, a very nice chart pointed out to me by one of you guys. So a big shout out. Big thank you to one of you guys who pointed this out. You mentioned the many supports we've had on the weekly time frame all the way here, right? Bouncing multiple times starting ever since the mid of 2017, right? That was the support acting down here. Up here, you see the resistance ever since our all-time high, which was obviously in early to mid-December 2017 as well. Here, we've had multiple resistance points, touches as well, and now we are currently in this range. Now, I'll show you why we have some more technical analysis on it when we zoom in, but for starters, we want to keep an eye out on the potential break to the upside here, because this would be obviously on the weekly time frame. Such a large scale time frame means that moves are much bigger, right? We see moves happen from, what was this, $1,800 on the support all the way to $20,000 on the resistance, right? That was the start of this pattern that we have been trading inside. However, a break above this would be obviously very bullish. Definitely, to me, would be the signal of the beginning of the bull run, although we've had a fantastic move in the last few weeks, even just obviously not counting the sideways action we had in the last few weeks, the weeks before that, we've seen some very bullish action. Even before that, we had some very nice moves bringing Bitcoin from like 3,500 all the way up to $14,000. All that was great. The breaking above this pattern to me would be a very, very, very bullish sign to bring us into maybe even testing our all-time high, breaking above that all-time high. And after that, it's going to be interesting to see where Bitcoin lands. So that's the bullish side. On the bearish side, we want to watch out for as well is the potential of this drop to retest the support down in between 6,000, I'd say probably closer to $7,000, right? That's the low end. That is the bottom where we would come in and test the support and then either bounce up and go there or maybe even break below, which would be extremely bearish, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. The first thing I want to talk about is the potential of bouncing here. Anything talking about breaking below that, I think is way too early for us to focus on. We should definitely either look to buy in at this support, right? I mean, to me, if it does hit there, that'd be a great signal for us to dollar cost average in, for us to buy into. But we also have to focus on the potential of Bitcoin breaking above where it's at right now. So that's the weekly time frame. Keep that in mind in the next few weeks when we are going to see a bigger move, because that move where we're currently sat at, where we're, trading so close on this resistance line, it is expected that a move is coming very, very soon. But moving on to the daily time frame, let's actually zoom in a lot more because I want to show you guys the pattern we've been trading, and you'll notice this line over here, which I drew at $9,400. That is the second take profit of a trade that myself and our trading group are currently in. You guys, we entered around July 10th, which was over here on this bottom. We've already hit targets. We're now waiting for the next target, which is $9,400. That trade is in pure profit, so I'm very excited with that one there. So I wanted to share with you guys that one to give you an idea of why we have that marked. But for the most part, Bitcoin's been trading between $10,000 and between $8,500 to $8,600. You'll notice even zooming out, you see the clear support that we have at this range over here. Very similar thing can be said here. And we see the clear resistance that we have up here at the $10,000 mark. So large picture, we are still seeing Bitcoin trading in that range. However, we have a pattern forming here as well with multiple resistance points touched over and over and over again. I adjusted this pattern a little bit from what we had previously to make it look more like what we're seeing now. Multiple support points touching over here. And now we want to see again if Bitcoin is going to break above. Watch how the EMA ribbon here on the daily time frame has been acting as very strong support, which is a very good sign. Didn't quite touch my take profit that I wanted to hit. We're still waiting for that to happen. Hopefully it does go up and touch that, but the support here is already a very good sign on the daily time frame. One thing we do want to watch out for though, and it's very important, is how usually the daily EMA ribbon looks like this, right? Very spread out a lot, and that's what to me, it's just a beautiful EMA ribbon at that point. However, when it starts to get a little narrow, We see this especially on smaller time frames, on the 1 hour time frame. This is where things get a little more difficult to trade. And this is where we're still waiting to see if we are. We saw we broke below it for just a little bit. We started to break above it. We're now seeing acting as support. This is where we want to be very careful with our trades and with our analysis for Bitcoin, because as it gets narrower, it's harder and harder to identify the trend. If we're above the EMA ribbon, it's a bullish trend. Below it, it's a bearish trend. But once it starts getting really tight together, it gets very, very difficult to identify the current trend. So keep that in mind as we continue to move on. Currently, like I said, we saw the active support. We do want to see a break above, would be very, very bullish, but we do want to focus on that EMA ribbon as well and see how that's going to play out. Now moving on to the 4 hour time frame, a little bit of a different picture, but you guys see what I'm talking about. When it gets narrow during this range, you see the EMA ribbon is so narrow. We see a lot of, breaks below, break above, and there's no clear identification, no clear direction for the Bitcoin trend. While when we're in a range like this, you'll see a clear resistance at this point. You see the clear break, you see the flip come in, you see it act as support, and it gets a lot easier, right? Same thing said here. You can see it act as resistance multiple times when we have that beautiful open EMA ribbon and not something that's all tight together like this. But it looks like it is starting to open up again, meaning we are currently, as of right now, on a bullish trend in the 4 hour time frame, which it can come back and retest it, keep that in mind, but for the most part, if the EMA ribbon does open up into looking like this, into what we're used to seeing like this, that is obviously going to be a good sign for us being above the EMA ribbon, especially when it comes to trying to break above this pattern. Now zooming in, last but not least, the 1 hour time frame, guys. Same thing, right? We had the flip come in here. Now we're currently trading above it. Multiple support points already found. You already see the second one coming in. Bullish time frame for the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily as well. However, we do want to keep that in mind. But either way, on that weekly time frame, we talked about the potential of the break up, the potential of the breakdown. On this smaller time frame, the daily time frame, we looked at the pattern. We talked about the potential of breaking up as well as the potential of breaking down. And that's what we want to talk about today, the opportunities that we are given in this market. So if Bitcoin breaking up and Bitcoin breaking down, doesn't matter if you're looking at the short term, because if you're using exchanges which allow you to leverage trade, for example, to allow you to margin trade, they can provide some very good opportunities. If Bitcoin moves, 5%, and you're at a 10x leverage, that's a 50% move in either direction. You can make 50% if it's going up if you're in a long, and down if it's in a short. And that's the opportunities that we're given. And we also are going to see, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second, the altcoins. Altcoins have been absolutely exploding. Bitcoin dominance looking like it could continue to fall, which is very good for altcoins and the price of other altcoins. And if you guys feel like you are missing out on these opportunities and you want to get involved, you want to jump in some trades and follow the trades of people that have been doing this successfully for multiple years, then you guys can check out the first link down below, or the first link in the description, or the first link in the comments. It is for our trade alert group. I post every single one of the trades that myself and my team are entering in this group, so that if you're a complete beginner, if you don't have time to do technical analysis, or you don't know how to do technical analysis, you can copy our exact trades. It takes 2 to 3 minutes to set up, and after that, profits are taken automatically for you. We have altcoin trades, we have leverage trades, we have the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, by far the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, and a 2-week free trial where for 14 days you can test out everything, see every one of our trades in that 14 days, completely risk-free, for free. And if for some reason it doesn't work for you, no questions asked. If you don't like it, no questions asked. Like I said, you can simply cancel and you'll avoid getting charged. So very simple, straightforward. Watch this video when you hit the website so you can get an idea of how it works. That's the first link down below in the description. You can copy myself and my team's trades, and we've been doing this, like I said, for a very, very long time successfully. Now, Bitcoin dominance currently broke below this. We talked about this on the daily time frame. This line's been acting as support multiple times. And recently it bounced 3 times, right? It had 3 touches very close together. Not something, obviously you can tell, not something we're used to seeing on the daily time frame. And then it broke below, right? And once we've been breaking below on this downtrend for the Bitcoin dominance, right? This zoom in, this downtrend that we've had all the way over here has been an absolute explosion for altcoins like Cardano, like Chainlink, like a majority of altcoins, or a big chunk of the altcoins, especially the ones that people like and that have reputable names, have been exploding. That and Dogecoin, which has also been exploding. Wouldn't call it reputable, but nonetheless, if you know how to trade it, if you were there for the opportunity, it could have made you an absolute boatload of money. And that ties in with Bitcoin. Like I said, you can leverage trade Bitcoin and you can make a good amount of money on the longs and the shorts. Bitcoin's down 52% from its all-time high. So if it were to touch that all-time high again, that's a 100% move. Like I said, if you have a 5x or a 10x leverage, that could be phenomenal returns for you guys, because trading Bitcoin without leverage, it's a lot of small moves that don't really add up to a lot unless you have a larger portfolio. However, if you look at altcoins like Ethereum are down 83% from its all-time high. XRP is down 94% from its all-time high. Cardano, 88%. Litecoin, 87%. We've said it multiple times, Bitcoin having the largest market cap doesn't move as much as altcoins have the potential to move. Like we saw Dogecoin absolutely explode and Chainlink absolutely explode into 9th place. It's only down 10% from its all-time high. Chainlink is an exception because its all-time high date was July 13th, 2020, which is, it was today, right? So today is July 13th. It's a little bit of an exception, but majority of altcoins that have been around for a longer time, look at, so example, Stellar down 89%, Vechain's down 26%, another one's been performing very well recently. Very happy to have been in that one. Tron, 92%. You guys get the point. A lot of altcoins have been dropping in a ton of value from the all-time high. So if they were to go back to the all-time high, if Ethereum was to go back to its all-time high, and this is the second biggest crypto, that's an absolute massive gain. So don't think that there's no opportunities in making money with altcoins. Once altcoins start moving, once altcoin season arrives, altcoins see incredible moves. You can go back to check out what late 2017 was like for altcoins. Incredible, right? When it comes to Bitcoin, moves are a lot smaller. It's a lot bigger. Moves are a lot smaller. However, if you use certain exchanges that allow you to use leverage, you can make an absolute killing on there as well. So when it comes to identifying opportunities in the market, there are tons of them everywhere, basically, depending on if we're in a bear market, a bull market, they might change a little bit. If we're in a bear market, you're entering more shorts for Bitcoin, right? You're entering more shorts with leverage, can be great. When we're in a bull market for Bitcoin, you can enter longs. When we're in altcoin season, you can jump into altcoin positions, finding the right one. And a good example of that was Chainlink. Now, I was not in this trade, but it's a very good trade setup that came in. You can see the multiple support points that we had all the way over here. You can see the clear resistance. If we broke above this, we can see a huge explosion just based off of how long we've been in this trend. It's on a daily time frame, and no surprise, right? We broke above it, and then the rest was history. It just shot up a huge amount from around it did a fantastic move. And that's what I mean when it comes to altcoin seasons, finding these altcoins that can move, you can make an absolute killing. Not all altcoins are going to do this move, but there are a ton of altcoins that are still going to make moves in the future. They will continue to make moves in the future, and you can capitalize a ton on those. So like I said before, if you're interested in checking out my trades, my team's trades, first link down below in the description. But otherwise, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. Let me know down below what more you want to see in future videos. And as always, be subscribed, have your notifications turned on so you can check back in to see every time we upload anything to do with crypto. Obviously, keeping you updated on the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin technical analysis, and altcoins as well, when we're going to see them move, when we should be holding off, everything that comes with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for another video.